What's up, y'all? My name is Devontae, and I sacrifice my time so you don't have to. I'll try to make this as quick as humanly possible because I have to get ready to go to work. But check out this tweet that just passed by me. And honestly, I wasn't even going to make a video today. I was just going to call it quits, go to work, do my thing and my thing. Yeah! And then, unfortunately, this tweet just came by, and I couldn't help but notice it, and now I gotta talk about it. Now I gotta make a video about it. So check this out. This is coming from a guy named Brooks Jensen. I'm assuming he's one of the guys over there in NXT, busting his ass, lifting weights. He's knocking them back. He's curling the iron, doing everything to make sure that his body looks good so he can go out there and bust his ass 9 to 5, getting over in the same way as every other talent in NXT and professional wrestling for the better part of 30. You'll get what I'm going with this when I read this tweet. He says, and I quote, "To all of you missing the point of the tweet, if you look past whose ass jiggles the most, you'd actually see they are talented wrestlers. But again, it's what the company provides to keep you crotch petters entertained." This stems off of this, by the way. He says, this is where this all came from initially. "It hurts when you want to bust your ass off in the performance center for recognition and to be respected by your bosses and peers, only to be exiled and see this crap." Exile! Oh, this missed exile. He said exile. This is all talking about the tweet. Because, apparently, what was this from? Hang on. Let me make sure I got this right. Because this is stemming off of, I guess, Lola Vice. So here, it says, I can see a dance-off coming between Sexyy Red and Lola Vice. I'm serious, man. Do it right now. Nah, man, ain't no infringement when it comes to twerking. You just gotta let it go. Lola Vice, she's a goddamn good entertainer. She's a damn good entertainer. This is coming from Booker T. Booker T was reflecting off the fact that Sexyy Red and Lola Vice should have a twerk off. And then, according to Brooks Jensen, he doesn't want to see this because it's harming the image of the real man, the power man. Women. Look, hey, bro, Jason, check it out, bro. Check it out. Homie, you're a good-looking man. Pause. You can go get pussy without having to white knight like this, bro. Now I get it. I'm looking at you right now. You got the Noah Samson pedo beard going on. You know, you got that little Hassan Piker mustache going on. You know, you got the get in the van aesthetic going. I like the drip, bro. I get it. I like the fit. I see you got that you got that progressive leftist receding hairline thing going for you, bro. Look, hey, all props in the world to you, bro. You're probably one of those people who wears a chastity belt around his underwear, right? Look, homie, we have different perspectives when it comes to our entertainment. Just because you feel a specific way about how you feel the women should be able to get over, doesn't mean it defines everybody else. See, this is such a self-righteous position. You know what? This is the kind of shit as to why people turned away from conservatives and Republicans over the past couple of decades at this point, because of the consistent virtue signaling about your religion. And mind you, I consider myself a pretty decent, I consider myself to be a religious person. I'll just say it like that, right? But at the same time, I'm not the kind of person to walk up to someone and christen them a heathen. Look at this Jezebel. But going out there and wearing skimpy clothes. Look, I'm a guy in the end of the day, okay? And it's professional wrestling. And I don't know, I know this may sound a little bit foreign to most of you guys who are just within the professional wrestling bubble and you don't look outside of Twitter or Instagram, and fresh air is very rare to you, and touching of the grass, whoo boy, man, I'll tell you what, you touch more places than you did grass. People identify and they relate to the entertainment that they usually go for. And on top of that, when it comes to professional wrestling, the professional wrestling audience is majority made up of men. They are majority made up of men. And here's something else. I'm going to presume, this is just, I could be wrong, especially how he's coming off of and the kind of energy that he's putting out. I'm going to presume that Brooks Jensen, is that his name? Am I saying it right? Brooks Jensen, excuse me. I'm going to assume he's a straight man, right? I'm gonna assume that's how he carries it, right? That's what he prefers, right? He prefers the woman, right? Of any kind, right? I mean, whether you're a woman or if you identify as a woman, if you look feminine, Brooks Jensen wants to attack you like a bear, right? Growing up, Brooke, I'm gonna presume, it's kind of hard to tell because most of you progressives out there, you're actually 18, but in reality, you're going on 42. I'm telling you, put the meth down. Is it a possibility, Brooks Jensen, that when you grew up, you liked seeing things such as that, right? Whether we're talking about Playboy, I'm assuming you're old enough, again, you look like it. Whether it's talking about, for an example, OnlyFans, again, I'm assuming you're young enough, you sound like it. Whether you're talking about your favorite singers on YouTube, whether you're talking about the people that you simp for, it's easy to put out that aesthetic. And I talk about this with most of the young people out there, especially the young man who want to play the milady fedora tip. Lady, I'm sorry, let me give you some extra shekels for your OnlyFans page. You do realize in the end of the day that we can see right through your bullshit, right? You do realize in the end of the day, you're not coming off any much better than the average person who reflects off of the same things that you reflect on. But in reality, it's like that pyramid when you have all these people in different minority groups constantly competing to see who's the biggest victim. You do realize that in the end of the day, they're not looking at what you're saying and they're applauding it with the virtue signaling applaud. No. You do realize that the people who are seeing it are jealous of the fact that you are actually virtue signaling better than them, right? That's how you guys usually operate within your space. It's a competition of who could be the biggest victim, right? And with you in particular, it sucks because you don't have anything about you that kind of ties you into any kind of victim minority status. You're a straight white male. You can't get any more villainous than that in 2024, right? So what you try to do is portray yourself as a person who's caring and endearing. And, if you guys could just understand in the end of the day that these women who go out there, these wrestlers who go out there and they work their behinds off, it should be praised. It should be seen by our bosses, by the people who are paying our bills. Dude, you are a wrestler / entertainer. Really, honestly, the term professional wrestler in itself kind of acknowledges the fact that you're an entertainer, right? Professional wrestling. It's all entertainment in the end of the day, bro. You do realize your job when actually going out there is to put on a performance. It's to get me to want to see you, in the end of the day, perform. I pay money via cable, via YouTube TV, via live events, via merchandise, because you did stuff that portrayed yourself in a manner of which I liked. I don't want to say liking. I was going to actually compare it to something else, but no, I like, right? Let's just keep it directly on you, Brooks Jensen. How about instead of getting pissed off at people who actually go out there and boost the ratings and they boost the viewership numbers and they actually make it a place where other people will eventually pay enough money to hold that company afloat, where that kind of trickles down and then you get your money, because that's how that works. When people come and they pay money to see a draw, that draw brings in so much money that it funnels itself somewhere, some way into your pockets. No one is coming to see fucking Brooks Jensen, okay? That's just it. That's it. No one is coming to see Brooks Jensen, and people who carry themselves like Brooks Jensen, no one is coming to see you. I always like to relate this to two things, whether I'm talking about school, and I always like to use the metaphoric comparison of when I go to school and I graduate, right? Let me ask you a question. Do you graduate by being excellent at math, but you suck at language arts, you suck at science, you suck at social studies, the electives that you pick, you ended up failing, hell, you even failed going to lunch, right? Does that make you qualified to go to a college even though you excelled in one course? You excelled at math, but you sucked at everything else. Hell no, that's not how it works. Yo ass finna go right back. Well, to be fair, it's 2024. No Child Left Behind is in full effect times 10. Maybe they just want to push you out here to get you out of the school system so they can make more money off of your dumb ass. But nevertheless, though, I would say traditionally, that's never really the aspect, right? You have to pass all your classes, or at least a good chunk of it, in order to be qualified to go stand next to the other fucking hobo next to goddamn Church's Chicken, where you can get macaroni and mashed potatoes and maybe some chicken inside of your box placed there surely by you, sir, because that's the only thing you're going to be able to do with your mindset as far as how you carry yourself. But that's just one metaphor when looking at something like that. Let's look at other things also, like you trying to be a manager, right? Like you trying to get any kind of job. When you are out there and you're putting on your resume that you can do this really, really well, but there's another person who doesn't do a good as job as you do as far as excelling in this one criteria, they do it half as well, right? But there are a bunch of other things that they know how to do also pretty average, you could say. They're not perfect in any aspect, but they're not bad in any aspect, right? Even though they have like seven or eight different things they're putting on their resume, right? They're telling you that, hey, I have yet to really excel in this, but I know what I'm doing in this. I will take that person who has 10 different avenues, not mastered, but they know what they're doing, versus you having 9 things that don't even exist, but you're insanely good at this one thing. You see how that works, bro? You may be good at fucking wrestling. No one is saying that. And that's what you guys need to understand at the end of the day. Whether it's the fans or whether it's the fanboys who happen to be, it's the old Dutch Mantel marquee of who gave the Marks the goddamn privilege to come backstage, right? I liked it better when the Marks were in the front row, right? That was an old Dutch Mantel mantra, and I still hold true to that. Bro, just because you can go out there and you can do your German suplexes, and you can do your brain busters, and you can do your suicide dash, your tope suicida, it doesn't neglect the fact that you yourself aren't bringing anything to the table that multiple other wrestlers, A, aren't doing at the moment, or B, we can't rely on you, because using your mentality, using your mindset, if you were put into that position that a Sexyy Red was in, for an example, and you were there countless amount of times, NXT will go under. NXT will go under. You provide nothing of value that a wrestler of your same status hasn't already provided, or even worse, they have provided and it fucking sucked. Brooke Jensen, just get better, my guy. Get a personality. Do something that maybe doesn't fit your virtue of booty shaking or whatever the fuck nonsense, lame ass goddamn. Look at me sitting on the altar on my hands and knees telling you guys that I am pure. Fuck out of here, bro. How about you do something that lines up with that same entertainment value, and maybe then you actually see where these other wrestlers are coming from when you're in the position to be something of a draw or something of value, at least something worth a damn for people to want to pay money to see. But until you get your ass in that position, you are in no way and in no place sitting there having to fucking preach what it means to be a professional wrestler in 2024. Dude, if we have to listen to you preach to us what it means to work hard and hardly work, if we have to listen to you and your lame ass mantras of what it means to be a successful professional wrestler or what we need in order to be seen, holy shit, professional wrestling would be dead last week. You mentioned it this round, wrestling would have been dead last week from what you're mentioning this week. Get on your grind, shut the fuck up, and stop trying to blame people for the fact that you suck at your job. As always, my name is Devontae, and I'll be catching you guys later. Told you it wasn't that long of a video. Deuces, P-Eyes.